We are live here. Hey, Eric, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Good, thank you. Hey,
You're in my
listen.
living room. Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
well, you're in mine. This is a good thing. Um, Listen, for everybody that's listening, I'm so excited because I've been selling real estate for 30 years, and there's so many times that people just don't know like how they can actually purchase a property. And so because that's something they just don't know, even how to go about it, first you lean on me. That's kind of what happens. But in doing so, we not everybody is squeaky clean, are they, Eric?
Not as far as I've encountered in my lifetime. So actually, more are not squeaky clean than are. So
Right, right. So what happens is when you do get a mortgage, there's a lot of paperwork. You have to put verifications and all your tax returns and all this interesting information. And some people have awesome credit. Some people have low credit. Some people have no credit. So what can you help me with here when I have a buyer who might be interested in following the American dream. However, they just aren't passing or getting all the checkbox checked off regarding working with a traditional bank / mortgage officer.
yeah. So there are people out there. It's not well publicized and all that who kind of do similar things to me. But I'll kind of give you a short little elevator pitch. I'm part of a nationwide network of investors who actually have a mission to help hardworking families and individuals, regardless of their past credit or financial background, to enjoy the American dream. And what does that mean? It means that we know they don't qualify for traditional financing today, but it doesn't mean they can't get into their forever home now.
Right,
So, and
right.
it's basically it's actually really simple. It can be as simple as a rent to own program, but we actually package it all up, and ours is because we work nationally together. We have lots of resources, and basically we underwrite these customers from day one and create a Dodd-Frank compliant file for them from day one. So they may come into our program on the rent level or the rent to own level, but our goal through going through the process is to step them up each leg of the way until they actually are able to go to their own mortgage person or somebody we refer to them and
Right.
get get a mortgage on their own and get title to the property. So, but we'll finance them using seller finance along the way. So, and how can we
So,
help people like you, the 9 out of 10 that don't qualify for traditional financing? People come to you, they kind of know they're working with a real consummate professional. So, bottom line, your customers are probably not as they're probably more shiny than most.
well, I
But
do have definitely some shiny, but we all know people that are
yeah,
not so shiny. People have blemishes throughout their whole life. They have foreclosure, bankruptcies. I mean, blah blah. I mean, the list can go on and on.
we don't care.
But right, we don't care because what we're trying to do, no matter what they're looking like today, the goal is to help them. And this is what we're trying to do: is to reach out to people. And for anybody listening, we're looking for people that maybe want to pursue the American dream. They do want to get a house. I mean, maybe we could talk about some of the reasons why we should own. I mean, why should people own? I mean, what
I'll
maybe give me a reason why people should own.
Well, today's Wednesday. I can tell you Monday and Tuesday, I spoke with probably 8 or 9 people that are getting kicked out of their houses because their landlords are selling the house.
Right. Okay.
And
So
they're
that would be
literally moving in with mom and dad.
right. So that's predictability, that's stability. So that is like two great things right there. Like, I mean, if you own your own home, no one's kicking you out.
Not
So,
unless you
which
don't decide to not pay your bills. But
that's
yeah,
right. That's right. So one of the things that allows you that would be good for you to own your own home is basically the freedom. being able to decide if you, as a landlord, landlord will tell you if you're gonna, when they want you out, and when they let you know, it usually isn't on your time, or when is convenient for you either. So
Yep.
what else, what's another reason they should own a home,
So,
or the
we're in
benefits
we're,
of owning?
well, we're in inflationary time. So if you're renting, your landlord's probably, if they're smart, they're jacking up your rent. Okay,
Right,
so you don't have any control over that. When you own a home and you have a fixed rate mortgage, you have payment predictability. The things you can't control, obviously, like Florida right now is expecting a hurricane, so insurance rates are going to go up. That's a
right,
fact of life. But and sometimes property taxes go up. They're definitely not going to be going down. So those are the two things that go up when you own. But the payment predictability on the mortgage itself is steady, and so you don't have to worry about that going up. Not to mention your payment is actually paying down your principal, and you're building equity.
right, right, right. No, so this is where, so you have savings by doing it because you're going to know what your mortgage rate is. It's going to be a fixed number, and it's not like the landlord will be able to keep jacking it up. And of course, we have the number one thing, anyways, is that we have the tax benefit, which is huge. You own your own place, you get to utilize all that, which is also really important. People, there's so many things to think about when you are purchasing, that are going to be to a benefit for you. And I think sometimes just sitting down with somebody, just having a one-to-one to have them really understand the benefits, and then how you can go about actually doing it. So to start on this journey, like, so here what would you recommend for somebody, to actually starting on this journey?
So usually people will start out the traditional way, and then they get smacked upside the head by something in their
Right.
process.
In other
Usually
words,
somebody.
so just to translate that, that means you get hold of me, I refer you to a mortgage or a banker, and then you talk to them and they go through your stuff and your credit score is horrible, or you owe a lot of you have a lot of debt, student loans and all these other things. So it just stacks up, and then they say, thank you very much. But what we're trying to grab are the people, because there's such a market out there of people that actually can't actually. Here's somebody, of course, getting hold of me. But what we're trying to grab are the people that really are looking to purchase, but maybe they can't purchase now. They do have this blemish that we've talked about.
Yeah.
So what I would do then is to refer them to you. Is that correct?
That's correct. So most of our clients are referred to us. I'm kind of blessed because our people obviously have deficiencies. So we also work with a partner company that very organized. It's staffed by wealth planners, but we refer everybody over there for credit restoration if they don't want to do it themselves. And it's cumbersome and time consuming. So most people, it's worth spending a little bit of money to get that process going. So that company actually, as a result of us referring lots of business to them, they decided that they were going to refer their in-house customers, and they have a program called Keys to Homeownership. And
Yeah.
Keys to Homeownership is now Path to Homeownership, and they refer them all over to those me nationwide.
Right.
We're blessed to get a lot of referrals, but also we market and advertise, and my job is to get out and talk to mortgage brokers, realtors, anybody who will listen and say, listen, we can help you. We're not looking to take your customers. We're looking to help you do more business
Right.
this year, right now. And we can build you into with a commission structure or what have you, and into our deals. And then people come into our system. It's a membership based system, so it's
So
fifty
how would they?
dollars.
I'm going to interrupt you. So how would they? What? Tell me, and then I'll put it in the comments here. But like, how would they reach out to you? I mean, obviously you have your telephone number here, the
Yep.
425-770-2479, but what is another way? Do you have a website?
I,
I know you're
I have a
also in,
website. Yep.
yep,
Coliseum,
yep, yep,
COLISEUMCO, cells, SELLS,
.com, right?
homes.
Yep,
Okay, and that's our general website. You don't have to spend any money now if you're interested in just having a phone conversation. No
right,
pressure. It's just we're here to answer questions, and you just put your information in. There's a, a, a landing page form, and then it'll take you to a second form if you want to tell us what you're interested in acquiring, where you're looking to buy, kind of what you're currently spending in rent, and what you believe your affordability is monthly, and all that. We ask a bunch of questions. That'll give us some talking points, for when we actually jump on the phone,
right.
and then we
So
just start. It's
it's
all
called a,
about you and your dreams and what you want. And I actually say, close your eyes and picture what you want to live in, because we're going to
right.
do our best to
But,
put you in that.
so it's actually Coliseum CO cells.com, correct?
Correct.
Okay, I just want to make sure I had that right before I did post it. So also the thing that you do, which we're just going to touch on real quick, is if anybody else is listening who is interested in investment or investment properties, you can kind of talk to them too about being part of a partnership in that also, correct? Don't you have a
Yep.
couple layers on this whole ladder type of thing?
I'm gonna have you ask that one more time. So the actual website is not .com, it's .homes, HOMES.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Sorry.
I tell you, it's really
Well,
rough.
.com was taken.
Yeah, gotcha. All right. Um,
So
yeah,
ask your question again. I'm sorry.
that's all right. So, well, you know my brain, it can only handle so much. I'm just okay. My big question too is that you cover everything from the bottom to the top. So people that can't afford anything, you help them get to where they need to be. They get in rentals. They do whatever you need to do. You also handle the other side, which is also the investors, people that are looking to build their portfolio, people that are trying to have like 3 homes, 5 homes in apartment buildings. And you're somebody that can help with all that too, right?
Absolutely. I'm well networked in nationwide investor groups. And in fact, I was on uh, a non-recorded closed door meeting last night with a pretty high level group of people. And we're dealing with like family offices and things like that. And we're sourcing uh, portfolios of assets. So,
So
yeah.
that's something that people could reach out to you also about. So this is
Absolutely.
where, no matter what level that you're trying to do something at, I think you're also very involved in Lone Pine capitalresources.com. And that one is also another one that you're involved in. So again, we're not gonna have time to maybe go through all that, but the thing is,
It, it,
who
it
wants
all ties, it all ties together. And,
right. But who
honestly,
wants to put your money in the stock market? No one. Okay.
there,
Our market, our rates, and everything else, everything's going to keep going up for prices. So now is the time to get in. When I say how, the housing market, the prices for those are going to continue to increase. The market for actually rentals, the price of that is going to increase. So why not flip your money, get it into a home, and that way you can build your equity.
so another cool thing, and this is kind of a taboo topic in certain circles, but there are a lot of people nearing or in retirement. They own one or more properties. They're fortunate, they've done well, and
Right.
may have mortgages. But a lot of people say, I don't want to sell the house because I have this great mortgage rate. Well, I've got some great ideas for you, and I know Jennifer knows my brain, and she knows this as well. And there's a way of monetizing that so that if you decide you want to move, you can, and we can show you how to kind of keep a little savings account based on that old house, and we'll turn it into a performing asset for you moving into the future. So. Um,
Well, Eric, I really think so many people would love to have some sort of a portfolio or figure out how to do it. And people sometimes just don't know how to do it. The money isn't necessarily always working in this 401k and everything else. So put it in some place that's going to make you money.
It's all about slow and steady, and some people, yeah, as we get older, we get a little bit more conservative and all that. And honestly, those of us
Well,
that
some are getting older, some are not.
that's true. Yes, you're the always youthful Gurnell speaking. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I'm going in reverse.
I'm not a stock market
Uh,
guy, so I don't want to trash, one thing and
no,
promote something
no.
else. But I'm
However,
a big believer in real estate. You and I both know
yeah,
the prices are just going to keep going up. There's nothing we can do about it, and it's just
that's right.
they're not making any more land. So real estate, in my mind, is one of the best and safest investments in the world.
It always has been, which is that really has not changed. So, anything else maybe that you would like to discuss? Because let's go back through this real quick. How can you become part of your VIP, you know, program, which allows you to kind of get leads on certain properties first, before maybe other buyers do, or sometimes even before they get listed. So, how would people go about that?
You can reach out through any of my websites. You can Google my name in Google or any your favorite browser, and I bet you'll find a gazillion articles that I've been kind of posting all over. So plenty of ways to get a hold of me. Reach out through any of my social medias. My email is eric@coliseumco.com, and my phone number is 425-770-2479. That's my direct cell. And I'm often on the phone for 10 hours a day with customers because I actually do half an hour intake with them.
Right.
So, I'll do the same for you if you're interested in reaching me, and I'll give you that time, and we'll see how we can help you and just give you some ideas, if nothing else.
Well, I've worked with Eric so many times. So anybody who is watching this and have any questions, please also reach out to me. I'm happy to connect you guys. But now we're going to get into our fun questions, our rapid questions that I didn't tell you about, did I?
Well, let's do it.
Okay. So number one, texting or talking?
Talking. I got fat thumbs.
Okay. What is your favorite day of the week?
Monday.
Why Monday?
Um, because it sets the stage for the rest of the week, and I always go into it with a smile and a positive attitude. And honestly, that's because I go Sunday night at 9 p.m. until 11 p.m. I'm on with my compadres in investing and helping people, and we do a deep dive mastermind every Sunday night,
Gotcha.
and that just fires us
Yeah,
right
you're going
out.
out a little bit there, but you'll come back.
All
You
right.
you got a weak thing right now.
Hmm. Where'd you lose me? You're frozen on my screen. Hello. Jennifer. Well, let's see if Jennifer comes back.
I am back. I am back. I don't know what happened to Eric there. I know I got frozen for a minute. So for the people that still stayed on, I thank you so much. And really, it's very important that. Sorry about that, Eric. I think both of us got zapped off there. But I think it's really important that you might know somebody who needs help, or thinking they should, or you have somebody that's in their 20s. And now's the time to start thinking about this, working on their credit, working on all this stuff. And now is the time. But listen, I didn't get finished my rapid fire, so I'm going to get back to my rapid fire.
Yep.
So here we go. Scale 1 to 10. How good of a driver are you?
I've been told I'm a 10. I always feel there's room for improvement, so I'll call myself an 8.
Oh my God, I'm like a 10 plus for sure. I mean, I knew
I've
that
had
one.
people that have taken like high level art, like military training, and sitting in the back seat, they're like, everything that's going on around you, don't you? So, yeah.
That's my head on a swivel.
Yep.
That's why we're successful realtors.
Yep.
Okay, tell me, between the scale of 1 to 10. No. We already did that one. I want you to fill in the blank. Taylor Swift is blank.
I'm gonna refrain from comment. Not a big fan. Sorry.
Okay, so that's what you're gonna say. Not a big fan. Well, you gotta say something. So there you go. Okay, so cake or pie?
I like pie.
Okay, say one word in Spanish.
Hola.
Oh, hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Okay, here we're getting to the end. Is double dipping at a party ever acceptable?
Not if I'm looking.
Okay, one more. Godfather or Star Wars?
Godfather.
Let me see. Did you ever go to a sleepaway camp, summer camp?
Not sleepaway, no.
Okay, last one. Say good day, mate, in an Australian accent.
Good day, mate.
We're done. Friends, thank you so much. I mean, this is Eric Reisner. He's amazing. We collaborate a lot together on so many things. I'm very blessed to have him in my life. And he's helped so many clients of mine. And I'm looking forward to being able to pass more along to him. So anything else you want to add?
Well, everything you just said, right back at you.
Yep.
I love collaborating with great realtors who kind of get a bigger picture and really have it in their heart to help people. So for that, I'm thankful.
A hot go pitter patter. Okay, my friend, we will chat soon. Thank you again, and thank you for everybody for tuning in. Send your peeps our way, will you? I mean, these are people that are knowledgeable brokers, working hard, and know what we're doing. So in a industry as it is, I mean, you always have to go to the top. So toodles for now.
Be good.
Yep.
Thank
1
you.
minute. Let me X off here.